Hi, I'm Sue Marsh. I'm the Secondary Programme Lead for Trinity Institute of Education.
Hi, I'm Elaine and I'm the Primary Lead for Trinity Institute of Education.
Hi, I'm Katie Isles. I'm the ITT leader for Calderdale Kirklees Teaching School Hub.
We have created a step-by-step guide to help you through the application process on the DFE website, where you can apply for either our primary or secondary courses. Our code is 1YF. After submitting an application, you will be invited for an interview within 1 to 2 weeks. Again, we provide guidance to supporting you through the interview process.
Prior to interview with us, we send you some information. We like to send information out so that you're prepared for the day and so that you know what to expect. We'll send you some success criteria, which will tell you what we're looking for in a candidate, and these questions and pointers might help you throughout the day. We'll also ask you to complete a literacy and a numeracy task. These are done by just clicking on a link and can be done from the access of your own home. If you're applying for secondary, you'll also take a subject test. This is just to gauge the level of subject knowledge for what you'll be teaching. We also give you some pointers on the documentation that you'll need to gather ahead of the interview. This will include ID and certificates.
During our interview process, you will be asked to fill in an additional information form and a school experience form. You'll take part in a Goldfish Bowl task, just discussing current issues in education. You will have 15 minutes to plan a presentation and 5 minutes to deliver it, based on why you want to be a teacher, why your subject or phase, and what qualities you have to be a teacher. Prior to the interview, you also have a lesson plan task, and we may ask you a little bit about this in interview. There's a lovely quote from one of our ex-primary trainees, Lucy Appleyard, because what we want to do in interview is make sure that we see the best in you. So we try to put you at ease as much as possible during the day.
We have outstanding practice in our lead schools across the mat for both Trinity Institute of Education and Calderdale and Kirklees Teaching School Hub. We have a vast experience of teacher training across both multi-academy trusts and our institute partner schools. We rate ourselves on our highly effective theory sessions, which are led by Sue, Katie and Elaine, as well as our outstanding practitioners within our schools. Within Trinity Mat, we have White Rose Maths and West Yorkshire Maths Hub. Both organisations deliver practical math sessions, subject knowledge support and resources to equip our trainees for classroom delivery. On successful completion of the course, you will qualify with a PGCE, QTS and 60 Masters credits. As well as having your main placements, we also offer shorter placements in SEND, so Special Educational Needs and Disabilities, SEMH, Social, Emotional, Mental Health, and cross-phase placements. For secondary trainees, you will experience 2 days in a primary setting, and primary trainees will experience a day in the life of a Year 7. We are an associate college of the National Institute of Teaching and are accredited by the University of Birmingham.
So, why choose us? In our School Direct route, from day one, you're immersed into school life. You'll quickly build up a rapport and working relationships with pupils and teachers, and you'll do this much faster than a traditional placement. This will help you to improve your teaching because you can get stuck in straight away. You can pick up teaching gradually though, and your mentors will guide you expertly through this process. Another benefit of this model is that you can get out to see other classroom practitioners at work. This helps you not only to see the teaching in action, but to see them embody the ethos of the school. You can also magpie and steal strategies that you see them try out in your own classroom. We've got a very long list of schools and it's ever growing each day. These aren't just schools to be placed in, it's a network of trusted, quality assured schools that we like to work with. As you apply, just choose a school you'd be interested in, and then this will be something we can discuss further with you at interview.
This is the layout of the year for a full-time trainee. If you decided to go part-time and you were on 3 days per week, you would go up until Easter in the second year. If you're part-time and go 4 days, you would be going into the next year and finishing around Christmas time. For a full-time trainee on 5 days per week, theirs would be September to July. At the start of the year, we would expect your starting date to be the last Tuesday in August, and you would have an induction week into the programme where we would talk about lesson planning, observing other teachers, and basically get you prepared for the documentation that you would carry throughout the year. Your induction period does continue into School A from September to October. During this period, we would like you to spend lots of time observing other teachers and easing your way into the classroom by observing classes that you would take over, by assisting with one-to-one, group work, team teaching, etc. After the October holiday, this is when your assessed period would start. You would be in school 4 days per week, and on a Thursday, we would carry out the theory, subject sessions, etc. After the Christmas holidays, from January until March, you would be in School B. Again, you would be in there 4 days per week, and your timetable will have gradually increased. This would be a contrasting school, but all schools are contrasting. During this placement, both primary and secondary will carry out an SEND placement. And SEND stands for Special Educational Needs and Disabilities. Secondary would carry out an SEMH one-day placement, and SEMH stands for Social, Emotional and Mental Health. Secondary would have 2 days within primary, and primary would have 1 day within secondary. Around March, April time, you would then return to School A. And again, as throughout the year, you will be in 4 days per week, with Thursday being the theory subject day. Again, your timetable would increase as we are preparing you to be an ECT. And ECT stands for an Early Career Teacher. You'll notice at the bottom the grey block that signifies the Thursday sessions. And on Thursday, you will carry out everything appropriate for classroom skills. This could range from behaviour management to differentiation to assessment. And secondary will get their subject days. Primary will have a real focus on English, maths and science, as well as carrying out the foundation subjects.
The assessment process takes on a holistic approach and incorporates your time and effort on placement, as well as 2 assignments. During your assessed teaching block, you will be observed weekly by your mentor and receive constructive feedback, targets that you can work on to improve the quality of your teaching. This, along with your professional behaviours, including attendance and punctuality, as well as your final mentor report, will form part of the assessment. There will be 2 assignments during your course, both of which will be launched clearly so you know the expectations and requirements. These assignments will exemplify what you have been experiencing on placement, as well as drawing upon research that you will have encountered during your subject knowledge and pedagogy sessions.
So here you see the list of schools. As already mentioned, this is growing all the time as we expand our network and forge new working relationships. If you've got a school that you're interested in working with and don't see it on the list, this is something to mention at interview. It might be that we can set something up. When you apply with us, you're asked to choose a school. This gives us an idea of where you may want to be placed. But don't be concerned, this choice isn't set in stone. As you discuss your interests with our team at interview, it might be that this changes. Equally, we can't always guarantee a school placement. Staffing changes could mean that there isn't the mentor capacity where you've chosen, so we can work with you to find a suitable alternative where we know that you can get the support you need. You can be certain that within our network we have a range of schools within a reasonable travelling distance, however you commute, to suit your needs.
We provide lots of support during your teacher training experience. You will be assigned a mentor within each of your placement schools that you will meet with on a weekly basis, and they will discuss your targets, areas for improvement. They could look at your planning with you, etc. You have that real opportunity to go out and observe as many different people as possible in subjects that are very contrasting to you or year groups that are very contrasting to you. Take as much as possible. Magpie ideas and anything that you feel uncomfortable with, you can leave behind, but develop into the teacher that you want to be. You will work with lots of expert practitioners, not only in schools, but through the sessions that Trinity Institute of Education offer. Listen to them, talk to them, ask them as many questions as possible. The support that we provide is very personalised. We can make it bespoke to you. Anything that you're struggling with, talk to us or your mentor will get in touch, and we track and assess you throughout the year. As well as the mentor support within your schools, you also have support within Trinity Institute of Education and Calderdale and Kirklees Teaching School Hub. You will have a professional mentor within each school that you are in that oversees all the trainee teachers that are assigned to them. And let's not forget the peers that are on your group. They're an amazing bunch. We try to make sure that our sessions are not lecture theatre style, they are interactive. So you get to talk to your peers as much as possible and share as many ideas with them as possible. And we do have a robust QA system. We quality assure our placements and everything that is involved in the course. So rest assured, we will make sure everything is perfect for you. Last but not least, try and follow us as much as possible. We have our website address listed on the slide, but we also have lots of social media accounts. You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. You can see exactly what the trainees are up to and what we're doing during our days. Another piece of advice would be set yourselves up on Twitter as a professional account and follow as many different people within your phase or subject area as possible. It's free CPD and it's really worth it. Thank you.